Good morning, traders. Let's check that Zoom is working well. Hello, guys in Zoom. Could you text us, please, if everything is working well and you can hear us and see us? Here is... Oh. Here is Lachlan, by the way. Good morning, Lachlan.
Good morning. Good morning. I am here 100%. Now, just checking that everything is working well. Let me grab the Zoom guys, make sure that they're working well. Now, what have we got here?
All right. Good morning, guys. In Zoom, could you please text us if you can see us and hear us well, if everything is working well? And the same question is to YouTube. It seems like it's working and everything is fine.
Okay.
All right, let's start. Live trading room, Thursday, as usual. Once again, hello everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Lachlan, for hosting the stream as usual. We had a very interesting conversation with Lachlan just before, and Lachlan is about to share it with you 100%, I'm sure. From my side, just for every trader here, I just want to make a quick reminder of two things. Right now, we have a 5K account 50% discount on CFDs. So check this out. Check our website for more details. And check if you wanted to try these types of accounts, not the futures accounts, just have a look on our website for more details. And for people who were thinking of how to trade stocks, especially on the topic of SpaceX IPO, which is coming tomorrow, a quick reminder to all of you that we have stocks accounts at the Trading Pit, and you can actually trade stocks. And it's not CFDs, it's not something else, it's really literal stocks. So check the website.
The actual stock.
Yes. Check the website, check more information. If any of you wanted to start trading stocks, the Trading Pit can offer you some challenges. Great, guys. At this point, Lachlan, any insights that you want to share already now?
Yeah, I've got that first thing. I've got a little pop-up telling me that my webinar's in a practice session. Can you nail that for us? I say that the markets are turning perfectly, like they're reversing right when we want to reverse. So that again is it tinkering at your end? It says practice session here for me. And then we're ready to fly.
Because I don't see that.
Okay, let me just have a quick look. Let me have a quick look. See if I can fix it at my end. No, it's definitely that's above my technical one. That one.
Let me give you the co-host. Maybe you see it because okay, I started the session, so it's like I started the webinar and it's really weird.
Maybe it hasn't like literally kicked in. I was about to say the market is getting ready to reverse, and I guess of course it's reversing right now, isn't it? As we get ready. Of course it is. Of course it is.
So are the guys hearing us?
No, because we're in a practice session. I'm just trying to think. I can't actually kick it from my end though. You've got to be boosted from your end. We might have to start it again. I haven't got an answer at this end. We have, what have we got now? Look, a lot of people in. They obviously were in practice mode. They're waiting for it to start.
Right, should we restart Zoom?
I'd say restart Zoom. Yep, I'd say restart Zoom.
Cool. Let's restart it all.
Okay,
It's gonna be quite quick. So the new session is here.
Mm-hmm. I'm cruising. So when you started the previous session, your voice went really fast, then really slow, then really fast, really slow. So literally, just as you started it, there might have been some kind of it
Technical
might have got
issues.
cranky. Yep.
Guys who are in Zoom, can you see us now? Can you hear us now? Everything is working or no? Let us know, people.
All right.
All right. Seems like now everything is fine. Guys in Zoom, tell us if everything is working well for you.
Okay, that one. Zoomers.
Right, guys, at this note, I'm not going to take any more time from you. Lachlan, can you tell me, please, if everything is working well on your side? If everything seems all right?
All the indications at this stage are that we are, all the indications are we're off. I'll just check the chat, make sure the chatters can hear me. Yes, mate, we have got the green light, so we better run because the
amazing,
market
guys.
is
I'm not taking your time. Enjoy your trading session, guys.
Thank you, Christian. Appreciate that. All right, hi guys and girls. Lockie here. Hope you're fantastic. We had a slight Zoom issue. Logging in, guys, but that's okay. We've got good sound and you guys and girls. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good evening. You can hear. Market has taken off, man. As I did. So let's get into it, guys and girls, as quickly as we can. So first and foremost, guys, my name is Lockie. I'm going to be taking you for the session today. It's the 11th of June, guys, 11th of June. That means we're almost halfway through June. It means we're almost halfway through the year. And holy moly, guys, we have lots and lots of exciting things to do, guys, between now and the end of the year. Now, real quick, guys, we'll run through this really, really quickly. We do need to tick a couple of compliance boxes, so we'll do that primarily. So again, I'm going to be running through the live trading room for you today, guys. The reason we do live trading rooms is ultimately because it is a really, really phenomenal platform to teach people how to trade. As having now done live trading rooms, guys, have been around live trading rooms since 2009. Guys, may I suggest the best traders that I have ever seen will come out of a live trading room environment, guys, primarily because of their immediate proof of performance. That's where the advantage lays. Now, I'm just logging in, guys, just logging into the other trading room in the background. I've done all of our chart prep for us, so we should be good to go. Now, let's build this slide. Compliance, really important, guys, because we are trading futures. Some are people trading CFDs today. Guys, what does it mean? There are two primary risks in trading. There's a risk of making money and losing money. Because we are trading on margin, that means we borrow money every time we take a trade. Then, most importantly, as we have got a magnified risk, so magnified risk of losing money, magnified risk of making money. Therefore, we are ultimately professional risk controllers. As everything we do today is general information only. Past performance of all financial products, guys, is no longer allowed to be used as an indication of future performance. As for those who've been around for a while, we used to be able to talk about, hey, check out what we did last week. We're not allowed to do that anymore, which is fascinating. As even on Facebook, as you guys might not be aware, but if you actually go on Facebook now and you say, hey, here's my live trading room statement from last week. Guys, if that's positive, do you actually get a community violations breach? If it's negative, you can show as many negative trading accounts as you want to, but the moment you show a positive one, Facebook get upset at you. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. But guys, market risk factors, because we're trading over the internet today, guys, we do need to be aware that I'll guide you in and out of the market as best as I possibly can, as per the 101 education course. As key point with that is, again, there is no guarantee you'll be able to get in where I get in and get out where I get out. The flip side of that, though, guys, you might actually get in at an even better price, guys. So again, there's always a double edge, guys, to a compliance. There's no doubt. So very quick history, guys. My name's Lockie. I'm the lead trader at Samurai. Guys, my wife is the CEO and founder of the company. Guys, she founded the company because she wanted me to be able to work, guys, with a dedicated professional team out of Singapore. And guys, here we are. Guys, I started my journey on the 1st of August 2007. Guys, I basically opened the only dedicated futures trading school in Australia on the 1st of August 2009. Guys, and it's ultimately blossomed from there. All of the indicators we're using today, beautiful reversal, guys, off the previous pivot. For those that use double failure reversals, there's a reversal on right now for those that do trade the pre-market. As all of the indicators, all the techniques, guys, I basically had to write my own techniques and my own strategies because the ones that I were given were basically no good, guys. And fast forward from 2009 to today, guys, we have, I believe, probably one of the best trading strategies in the world. And guys, we prove it every day. And again, we're moving very, very quickly, guys, towards that private hedge fund capability. And I find that really exciting, guys. Opening a private hedge fund. If trading didn't work, if the strategy didn't work, we couldn't open a private hedge fund. So I think it's a really exciting, guys. It's a really exciting step in the right direction. But guys, last Thursday of each month, guys, just so everybody knows, we had the biggest hub meeting. So the biggest hub meeting in Samurai history, guys, last month, guys, the biggest we have ever had. Guys, this is a free online webinar where you can come and join us, ask questions, and basically find out what we do. Guys, we analyze the charts. Guys, that's becoming more and more popular. Jack, hello, 15%. No, 15% right across the board. Yep. So I've just seen your question. MJ, how are you? I owe you a phone call. Wait, sorry, today got a little bit manic. Got a little bit manic very quickly. And I do think we're in for a really good trading session today. Guys, basically what to expect, we are going to be in the FDAX trading room this afternoon. Guys, for those that are aware, we do have an S&P and NASDAQ trading room that is running at the same time, guys, and they are having an absolute blast. So I will bring the S&P chart across from time to time just to analyze what they're doing. And if you are short on the FDAX at the moment, it's a double failure reversal off a pivot. It is an exceptional trade. It's an exceptional trade. Now, what I'm going to focus on today, guys, down the bottom in green, we always let the market do the heavy lifting. What does that mean? We let the market generate the signal for us. So we always let the market generate the signal for us. The reason we do that, guys, is we don't front run the market. We don't back run the market. We basically just let the market generate the signal. Guys, how are we going to do that? We're going to focus on the 4 things on the left-hand side that are highlighted in red, because ultimately they are the foundation of what we've been doing since 2009. A couple of the names have changed. But the general intent behind what we do, guys, has not changed since 2009. Now, with that said, guys, let me get rid of the PowerPoint. We've covered all of our compliance requirements, which is fantastic. I hope you guys are brilliant. Breezy, how are you? I hope you're amazing. Right? I hope that the social session last night, it looked incredible. It looked incredible, guys, watching the charts move up and down. I was a little bit under the weather yesterday and got some pretty cool meetings, so I couldn't be at the social session. I will be coming to say g'day. I will be coming to say g'day tonight. Now, with that said, guys, FESX. Guys, we go full screen on the FESX. Here it comes through. What we've got to keep a very close eye on, guys, today is the round number of 6,000, guys, particularly on the FESX. It's incredibly well on a number. So again, very, very rarely do I have a red warning on the chart, but 6,000, guys, are going to have to keep a very close eye on that. If we look at our weekly chart, guys, in fact, we'll go to the monthly chart. We'll just build down. So there's the trend line, guys. There's the trend line that we added onto the monthly chart, guys, at the start of the month. And as I said to you guys, if we do push well above this, if we do push well above the trend line, guys, and it fails badly, we're probably looking at big shorts. I still think we've got a lot of shorting, guys. I still we've got a lot of shorting to go. Like I think we've got a long way to go to the downside. So what does it ultimately mean? Is on the monthly chart, if we could literally fast forward to the end of the month and we close like that, then we're looking for ultimately 2 to 3 months worth of selling, which I do think we're probably looking very likely, guys, very likely. Now, guys, we've spoken about this all week in the European Open live trading room, but this higher high here has loaded these static bar reversals. So if anybody is short on a CFD, guys, if you are short on a CFD at 6055, your trade is looking very good at this point in time, and you'd be trying to hold that till at least the end of the week, guys, if not significantly further. But we did go through that in detail on Monday and Tuesday, guys, in the LTR. Okay, now down to the 1440 chart. So down to the 1440, we have effectively tried to trigger a daily static bar reversal short yesterday. Again, straight into the middle of the trend indicator, guys, which is always an issue. It's always an issue. Interesting point though, today, I'm just gonna put a line on the chart for you here. As every single person I'm currently coaching is absolutely stunned by the middle of the MDI. Right? So there is the middle of the MDI as it is currently sitting. Right? It's around there. The fact that we're now under that means that we have a very, very heavy preference to sell the market versus buy. All right. Now, if we do sell the market today, guys, and we get anywhere near 5992, there's going to be a really lovely short. Okay, a really lovely short. So let's mark that up. 5992. We do have gaps to close. As we've got gaps to close to the downside today, we've also got gaps to close from a long time ago. And guys, they are a long way down. 5992 is a 1440 short. Okay, so we'll put that on the screen. Down to the 4 hour, guys, down to the 4 hour chart. Let me just have a quick look on the 4 hour chart. Our danger candle, guys, and I say that super honestly, our danger candle is right here. So if we get to 60.24, as we get to 60.24, that's a 4 hour long. Guys, we have to be very, very careful about selling short. Very careful about selling short. All right, so we'll mark this up because I don't think the Europeans know. As I honestly don't think they know what's going on yet. 60.024. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot of stuff coming out of the Middle East at the moment, guys, which is really, really upsetting the market. Can anybody tell me what the most upsetting thing that's upset the market in the last 24 hours? 60.24 is a 4 hour SBR long. Can anybody has to do with a helicopter, guys? Has to do with a helicopter. How many people out there in the world are clued up as to what's actually going on with that helicopter? What? Yeah, MJ, yes, there was a helicopter shot down. Tell me more about the helicopter. Tell me more about the helicopter. What were you told about the helicopter? What were you told? What were you told about the helicopter? Were you told it was an American helicopter? Have you seen the footage? Have you seen the footage of the helicopter that was shot down, guys? Oh, dearie me. The helicopter shot down, if the footage is correct, is not an American Apache helicopter. So why is everyone so upset, guys? Because if the footage of the helicopter is correct, it's not an American helicopter that was shot down. Iran actually shot down by accident one of their own helicopters. That's why Iran came out almost instantly and said, we didn't shoot any helicopters down. This has got nothing to do with us. And yet, guys, what's occurred, the whole thing has started again. So someone goes, well, what it ends up, we end up in a very interesting situation. Someone is right and someone is wrong. And I honestly, at this point in time, guys, I don't have the security clearance to give you the answer, which is a real shame. Who knows, mate? I don't know. So all I know, guys, is today is going to be volatile because there are people out there in the world that think that the story is right. There's other people that think the story is wrong. I don't think we'll ever know the truth. All I know is the market is very volatile and we're going to have to be careful. Now, speaking of the 60-minute chart, guys, we've got a key 60-minute high here at 623, 6023, 6023. That is covered. That is covered. Come down right there. All right, so I don't know the truth about the helicopter, guys. All I do know is the market is now completely confused as to was it American, was it not? Obviously, we know it was hit by a drone on purpose, by accident, is a 60-minute high. And guys, the moment we have conflicting stories in the market, we get people want to push it up, people want to push it down. So we're in one of these situations where we are going to have a really good trading day as a result of a lot of uncertainty, guys, a lot of uncertainty about what's going on. Geez, a little bit silly, guys, a little bit silly. Now, 15-minute charts, what are we looking at? Guys, on the 15-minute charts at this stage, an absolutely incredible, no lower lows, no higher highs. Man, we are navigating straight into a massive sell zone. Okay, so FESX is good. We've got around about 7 minutes. So let's rock and roll with this. Okay, go to the bigger charts first. So we'll go to the weekly chart. Let's go to the weekly chart, have a quick look. So as we spoke about this for a couple of weeks. You've got this beautiful ratio base. It's a -60 ratio based SBR short. Guys, what's then occurred is we're expecting 3 weeks of selling. We've got week 1 here. We've got week 2 here, and week 3, we don't know yet if they're going to do the full 3 weeks. It certainly looks like they will. There's no question about that. So guys, whenever you get a really, really powerful ratio-based SBR, like we have down the bottom here, like powerful SBR, I mean, like, look at this. You can't make it up. All right, this is really exciting. Powerful SBR, 3 weeks of selling. Powerful SBR, 3 weeks of buying. Powerful SBR, ideally 3 weeks of selling. All right, so if we do get an early buy, guys, if we do get an early buy and it fails badly, we could be looking for a really lovely sell. At the moment, guys, on the daily chart, there's not a lot we can gather from the daily chart other than we currently may be looking at a really lovely retracement and then this very, very powerful selling candle from yesterday. It's a 4-rated candle on the daily chart. So quite a powerful candle. These guys got perfectly caught at the daily 76s. All right, so again, if we were to push down through that, it's a great reversal point. If we close below those, then we're obviously going to go straight for the 88.6, which is one of the FTAX's favorite fibs. We've just got to watch, guys, 24,000. How high are we above 24,000? Not far, guys, not far. All right, so what we're going to do, if we do get a meltdown, guys, I'm just going to put this down the bottom of the screen because if we do get near 24,000, if it's a really busy day, we might forget the 24,000 is there. So we'll put a little warning on there. Now back to the 4-hour chart. So this is again, ultimately, guys, you know, this is the danger chart for what we're doing in this trading session. You've got a 4-hour static bar reversal here. Really, really important point. Fibonacci coming down on the 4-hour chart to catch them on the way up. Typically, these guys will target the 50 fib of the 4-hour chart, which is there. So if we go up, we've got a very, very long way. There's a very, very long way to go. There is no question. More importantly, though, guys, down at the intimate level of the chart, what I'd be most importantly focused on is this is a 4-hour SBR long. The ratios are okay, guys. The better ratios are up here, but the ratios are okay. We're currently in what could be deemed a 4-hour SBR long. If that fails, it could become a swing trigger short. If it becomes a swing trigger short, these guys are going to absolutely pummel 24,000. So we've got to keep a very close eye, guys, as we come into the open. Are they going to close over the top of this Fibonacci level? All right, so cruising down to the 60-minute chart, that is what it looks like at this point in time. So guys, at this stage, the buyers are getting caught at the 50 fib. Guys, they're getting caught at the 50 fib. I'm going to have to flip that fib, but they're still going to be getting caught. They're still going to be getting caught. So that goes like that. All right, so they're not quite yet. They're not yet at the 50 fib, but do remind me, guys and girls, if these guys sell down hard, then we're going to have to flip that fib back the other way and we're going to catch them down here at the 76s and similar things. Down to the 30s. Normally, there's not a great deal of info on the 30s. It's all about the 15s. Buyers on the step. They've reloaded a static bar reversal. All right, so if we go down, guys, they're going to go down pretty hard. Better intel's normally on the 15. It's the same story. It's the same story. Early buy, and then we might look for early buy. Then we might look for a really, really, really lovely sell. I'm just going to make those a little bit less in your face. All right, just lighten them down a bit. Now the S&P at the moment. Okay, so the S&P 500 at the moment is literally mucking around the Asian high. The S&P has been incredible trading all day. So what does it ultimately mean? If the S&P pushes up towards the Asian high, if we push up towards the Asian high and we fail, then we're going to come back the other way, and again that would coincide perfectly with the previous pivot reversal here on the FDAX. So we'll expand this out a bit, guys. I've got a sell zone across the top of the FDAX. I just want to, again, that could be slightly higher. It might be here. Okay, that's a little bit more accurate. Ultimately, if we do push up, fail badly, and then come back through, if we get below this sell zone here, we're going to try and trade it all the way down to the open or the 50 fib. A big black line down the bottom here, very important, guys. It's a very key 60-minute low. If we push down towards that and we can't close under it, then we're going to get a really lovely buy signal. If we close below that, guys, we are probably looking to close the gap, which is down the bottom. So the gap is down the bottom here. They are yet to close the gap. Now, the 60-minute charts, guys, 60-minute charts are in a really, really key point. We've had a look at this before. If the 60-minute chart closes above that 100% purple retracement there, then we're looking again for a really lovely buy, as the FDAX loves to go to the 50 fib on the 4-hour chart. Right, loves it, absolutely loves it. So dropping back down, guys, got about 90 seconds until the gun goes. A couple of other key levels. You've got a 60-minute long hiding here. As S&P volume at this stage was 150,000. It's now sitting at 170,000. Guys, that's the highest volume we've had in a session, guys, that certainly in a Thursday session, I can remember for some time. What does it ultimately mean? As the opening candle is going to be quite volatile, as we do have gaps to close to the downside. The high impact, guys, the high impact news for the Europeans is at 9:15 tonight and US traders 9:30 p.m. tonight. Guys, I'm expecting a technical day, and I'm expecting those people that trade double failure reversals off pivots, those people that trade ratios, I'm expecting you guys to have a really, really good day. A really, really good day. So we'll just let these guys bop along. As if we do buy early, so if we do buy early and fail badly, then some really lovely shorts would be fantastic. Some really lovely shorts. Now at this stage, as we lead into the open, again, the only reversal we are picking up at this point in time is the only reversal. If these guys gun to the high side, obviously the previous daily low, the one that I would pick on most importantly, guys, is actually a previous pivot short at 225. Now that is only for those people. A 225 entry, I wouldn't go above 225. And the 225 entry, guys, is only for those people to trade the opening candle. Now, straight away, my purple Fibonacci is in the right spot. Previous daily low, guys, for those that do trade the opening candle, if you've waited for them to push up to the previous daily low and then shorted underneath, guys, around about the 250 mark, then you're clearly on the right side of the market. So if you are short, guys, on the previous daily low because you wait for these guys to push up, fail at a pivot, and then sell the market down, I want you to try and hold that trade, guys, to at least the 50 fib of the day, please. All right, now same risk control strategies as normal. So again, once it's moved 5 points in your favor, guys, you can scrub the risk. Guys, certainly start to reduce your risk. Anybody that's short under the previous pivot at 225, guys, your first target and second target have just been taken out. Right, so your first and second targets have both been taken out. Now you can re-enter again, guys. If you've been ATM'd at 225, you can re-enter again at 225. Just please make sure, guys, you've got an early first target, long range second target, and with the previous pivot entry, you would definitely be cutting your risk off, please. Those people that have gone short, guys, at the previous daily low, all right, which a number of you have done already. If you've gone short, I want you to try and hold it down to at least the 50 fib of the day. Those that are short again, guys, at 225, you've just gone through your first target. Try and go for 5 and 25. Guys, please try and go for 5s and 25s. Have I got anybody, guys, short from the previous daily low? Anybody short from the previous daily low that needs assistance in holding the trade for longer, please? Now, if you've gone short at 225, guys, you've gone through your first target twice. If you're short, guys, from the daily low, you've obviously gone through a far, far longer range target, All right, now, guys, we've had 2 cracks at the previous pivot reversal already. All right, I had 2 cracks at that already if you trade the opening candle. FESX is going absolutely beautifully. They are probably... Okay, as I would suggest these guys are chasing their most recent 4-hour 50 fib, which is actually going to look like that. All right, now I can make that one bigger then because I've got a 60-minute fib over the top. Okay, so guys, we'll just get a bit of guidance. Anybody short under the previous pivot? Guys, if you're short under the previous pivot, guys, at 225, you've gone through your target for the 3rd time. Anybody short under the previous daily low, please try and hold the short. Please try and hold the short as long as you possibly can. As long as you possibly can. Now, the FESX is going a little bit banshee here, which is fantastic. So we'll just let it cruise down. Last 90 seconds. Guys, last 90 seconds. So anyone who's short under the previous pivot, guys, if you've gone short under the previous pivot, you've obviously gone to target multiple times. Guys, so if you are short under the previous pivot, you've gone to target multiple times. Now, we'll just see what these guys do. I see what these guys do towards the close of the candle. Michael, you've got 5 and 15 on 3 trades, but that's an exceptional result, right? So again, massive well done, massive well done. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's just watch very closely, guys. Not going to enter in the last 90 seconds, please. So we're not entering a new trade in the last 90 seconds. Okay. Now, to get some clear direction from the FTAX, I'd really love a strong selling close into the end of this candle. Okay, let's basically see what they're thinking. Now, what we need is a close, guys, under the previous pivot. Okay, at this stage, I've got no new entries. Guys, I've got no new entries for you. So no new trades. The ratio drop, guys, the ratio drop here on the FTAX is obviously very, very impressive. Guys, so that means that if you are short from the top of the jar, you are expecting these guys to move down significantly further. Guys, just to be super clear, guys, I'm short on 4 contracts. Guys, I'm short on 4 contracts. I've just been taken out with a trailing stop of 15 points on 4 contracts. I see, again, just for transparency's purposes, I had a 25-point target, guys. It went 20 points towards my 25-point target. ATM came through to 15, and I got ATM'd, guys, at 15. ATM'd at 20. Enough. That's all I could do. Again, I'm trying to focus on calling trades for you as well as trying to execute trades at the same time. And may I suggest it's not hard. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Okay, what we're looking for is we are now looking for, so absolutely stunning ratio drop. If anybody is short from the previous daily low, guys, I want you to hold it, please, to at least the 50 fib, of the day. Michael, our MC, you've done very, very well. Anybody that ended that opening candle 3 times, guys, massive well done. Guys, now I'm going to give that 1 circle, even though we called 3 entries. Right, you've nailed it, MC particularly, mate. Oh, God. 3 trades, 5 and 15, 5 and 15. That's just, mate, that is printing money. So welcome back to trading, guys. MC took a break from trading for a while and he's come back. And mate, over to you. But I do believe the game has changed slightly. I do know you and I have had a chat about that. I do believe the game has changed in our favor. With legends like Breezy coming through the ranks, guys. Why not? Yeah, very much changed. Of course it has. All right, so ratio drop, guys. So if my ATM hadn't taken me out, guys, I use an auto ATM when I'm moderating, guys. My target I set down here was set at 24190. So 24190 was my target. Anybody that is short from the top of the jar, you are going to try and hold. Who is short, guys? Have I got anybody that's short from the previous pivot or previous low? Are you trying to hold it down to 190? Jack, J-A-K. Jack might be short. Let's see what we're getting here, guys. Let's see what we're getting. So our analysis so far has been pretty good. I got stop at break even. Okay, mate, that's okay. I'd love to talk about your ATM, Jack. I'd love to talk about your ATM because I think we can be really smart with your ATM. I think we can. Now at the moment, guys, the sellers own the stair step, so we're looking for buying base reversals. Now at the moment, the buyers are stalling on the FESX, like stalling quite badly after a climactic start. Guys, FESX traditionally goes to the 50 fib of the day inside the first 10 to 15 minutes of the cash market. It has not gone there yet, so the propensity is to sell, not buy. Guys, again, if you're short, again, a really juicy target. Guys, 24190, you've just been kissed at the moment. It's a stunning target. Guys, a stunning target. And in fact, guys, I hate hindsight trades, but I tell you what, higher high means we could have sent you short underneath that static bar reversal on this candle. Dear, I've missed the trade, guys. Again, the higher high opens up these SBRs to body entries. So we could have actually picked up a short at 215. All right, that's all right. I've missed the trade, but we're off to a reasonable start. So anybody short to 24190, you've done very, very well. Sadly, that's what I took. Oh, Jack, you took that one. Okay, man. That's all right. That's okay. We might slow down, mate. We might slow down the risk control a little bit on your ATM. That's all. So at the moment, guys, the buyers are not impressing on the FESX, and the sellers are now falling. The sellers are now falling on the FDAX in favor of the FESX buyers. Let's have a look at this. So, guys, sellers now own the stair step. So we're looking for buying base reversals. That is very, very hard. Blas, because I know. Blas. So you've been in the LTR for 10 minutes, mate. How have you gone? Are you at your KPI? Mate? Are you at your daily goal? Probably most important. If you're at your daily goal, mate, I'm very, very excited. Oh, well done, mate. That's fantastic. That's a beautiful trade, mate. 5, 10, 15. No, so Blas, run as fast as you can. Only because if you do give some of that back, you will be annoyed. You'll be annoyed all day. And there's no need, mate. Once you've hit your daily goal, there's absolutely no need to take another trade. Look, I'm very happy with my trading so far, guys. I'm absolutely stoked. The copy trade has picked up on 4 accounts, so that's actually worked out pretty well. And now I'm going to focus on calling the trades for you guys as best as I possibly can. Now, At this stage, sellers own the stair step. Blas. Very good, mate. Very good. Dan, well done, mate. You've done well as well, mate. Blas has done well. MC's done well. That's very exciting. G'day, Byron. How are you? I hope you're fantastic. I believe, guys, I believe we're in for a volatile day. Now, the buyers are not impressing on the FESX, guys. Not impressing on the FESX. So I would suggest if we were going to bolt, they would be bolting, and we're not. Okay. Now, is there a better Fibonacci? No. Okay. So at this stage, guys, it's all about the shorts. Again, I do believe we've got a number of traders that are short under the previous pivot, guys, or the previous daily low. We've got nothing to go long on, guys. We've got nothing to buy off at this stage. I'm going to have to start switching fibs around, I would suggest. So we might get rid of that, guys. We might get rid of that 15. What we are going to do, as we did in our pre-brief, all right, that is absolutely key. Guys, right there is a key 60-minute sell zone. Key 60-minute sell zone. Okay, right there. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. Watching. At the moment, guys, if you're sort of watching me and I'm like, you looking, going, hang on a sec, why aren't you calling trades, guys? I'm not calling trades only because the FESX and the FDAX don't agree with each other at all. So I'm just waiting for them to come into alignment. Guys, if we can come into alignment, that would be really lovely. And I think the alignment is going to be down. So again, guys, I'm just watching the buyers on FESX, not impress anyone at all. Guys, if you are short, I took the same trade on Simba, stopped the same, just 25 times 2. Jack, well done, mate. Okay, this is, yeah, well done. Okay, now, guys, I might be interested in longs. All right, so at this stage, oh, wow, look at the bounce. Okay, so we've come back down to the open. Guys, I am very, very interested in this level here. Okay, last 90 seconds. Now we've got a lower low on the FESX and a lower low on the FDAX. Now they've come into synergy with each other. So as we are looking for a long over the top of the 50 of the day, right now I know I'm a little bit late telling you about that, but I needed the FESX and the FDAX to fall into alignment, which they just have. We've just got a lower low both at the same time. So what does it mean? As we're in the last 90 seconds of the candle, what I would suggest at this stage, we're going to wait for this candle to close. Right? Again, if we get a V2 or V3, my preference would be a V3 delta. As if we get a V3 delta, then we're looking to go long. We've got to be careful of the 50 fib of the micro trend, which is going to be drawn currently from the top to the bottom. So there is the 50 fib of the micro trend. We would need to be entering above that, or well below it, but we can't enter into it. Yeah, well done, Breezy. Spot on the mark, mate. Well done. So what we need is we need this candle to close. Right? So we need this candle to close. We then want the sellers to sell down. Right? So we want the sellers to sell down, and we are going to target these deltas, guys, these black diamond deltas over here on the left-hand side. So if we do get, a sell down, come on, sell, please. Sell. No, you need to sell down. What I need these guys to do, guys, is sell down below the delta entry points. All right, so you can see them on the left-hand side. Delta entry point at 24200. I would prefer they get down to 24195. Now, we need them to sell down first. As because of that 50 fib of the micro trend, they must sell down first. Okay, this is good. They must sell down first. We must catch them at Fibonacci on that turning candle. Okay, they got caught at Fibonacci on the turning candle. So again, if you are a delta trader, guys, and you're long at 195 or you're long at 24200, guys, you've already gone through your first target and your risk control point. So anybody long, guys, any long 245 or 24195 or 242, you're long, perfect. Gone through your first target, guys. You've gone through your first target of 5. You've cut your risk off. So you can't lose any money, please. The reason being is we are trading back into the 50 fib of the micro trend. If the buyers can get above the 50 fib of the micro trend, this is going to run to the previous pivot. If they can't get above, no one has any risk, please. No one has any risk, please. I know I sound like a cranky dad, guys, but again, early first target, long range second target, no risk, guys. This is money for jam. Money for jam. Try and let this run, please. All right, try and let this run as best as you can. As best as you can. You want to go to the counter 76 Fibonacci's, guys. The counter 76 fibs are here. So you're trying to get this to get some juice under it. If you want to be simple, guys, and go 5 and 25, go 5 and 25. We want it to punch. We want it to punch. So that was classic structured Fibonacci failure. Doesn't get any more obvious than that one. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. So anybody long on these deltas, worst case scenario, 5, 10, 15, 20, you've gone 23 points towards a 25-point target. Goes straight back into that 60-minute sell zone. So just make sure you've got profit on every contract, please. Oh, Stuart, nice work, mate. KPI met for the day. Toby, it's okay. It's okay with the micro 50. It's okay with the micro 50 to run at the micro 50 from a distance away, but you wouldn't trade straight into the micro 50 on that reversal there. All right, so we need that micro 50 back on again. Sorry. So yeah, guys, I'm happy for you to wait for the sellers to push down, pick up your delta, which in the case of the lower delta 195, you had 5, 10, at least 15 points of room, 15 points to get to the resistance level with a 5-point first target and risk control. Mathematically amazing. And Toby, credit to you, mate. If that was like 2 points or 3 points, not 15, I would not have called the trade. So credit to you. Now, guys, that is obviously a ratio-based static bar reversal long on the FDAX. We can't take the SBR because of the 50 fib of the micro trend. Breezy, you got 10 and 50, 30, 10 and 30. Holy moly, mate. So you've picked up the 50 long. You've picked up the 50 long down here. Okay, and I was talking about, okay, this is good, mate. This is good. I was talking about that delta there happens to have complemented your entry perfectly. Look at that, mate. Nah, it's got nothing to do with ratios, mate. No, nothing to do with ratios. So at this stage, we're off to a very, very good start. So well, well done, everybody. This is very exciting. Now, guys, all about ratios. Fancy that. Fancy that. And you know the funny thing, Breezy, you know the funny thing about that, mate, is you can go back to 2009 and look at some of the early screenshots and you'll be like, wow, what was I doing in 2009? I should have been doing this. Anyway, now we are looking, guys. So buyers, sellers own the stair step. Sellers own the stair step. We are looking for buying-based reversals. Now, this is where we're going to have to be careful, guys, because again, sellers own the stair step on the FDAX, buyers own the stair step on the FESX. So we've gone to disagreement again. So the market did agree with each other for a split second. We got a stunning trade. Now they disagree with each other. So we are in for a technical day. All right, let's see what we got. See what we got. All right, now at this stage, I've got nothing to say. Diane's going to fall over. What? It's got nothing to say. I've got nothing to say. We have two markets in complete and utter conflict with each other. All right, so I've got something to say now. If the buyers come in and give us a higher high up here, we could be eyeing off a previous pivot reversal. At the moment, the buyers own the sellers own the step. So we're looking for buying-based reversals or trend trades, which we don't have. Let me just see what these guys are doing. Adam, you got 10 times 2 and a 30 off the... Well done, mate. Yeah, no, Adam, well done. That's a beautiful trade. Yeah, absolutely beautiful trade. And the drop of ratio, as Breezy's already mentioned, is incredible. So if we get a really nice push, through the previous pivot, absolutely brilliant. I'm looking for permission to trade the FDAX because the FESX is setting up an R1 reversal. Double checking. Double checking. We said this at the start, guys. 4 hour SBRs long. We've got to be very careful about going short. So Breezy, your trade, mate, and who else took that one? Adam, your trade is better than my trade, mate, because we said at the start of the day, the overall force is for buyers, not sellers. As much as we've had some really successful selling signals, the buying signals were easier because the 4 hour chart momentum is with buyers. Does everybody get that? Does anybody need that explained? Or, I mean, we've obviously picked up trades in both directions, which is great. If you need that explained, guys, I can help you do. I said again, just want to correct that. Breezy. Okay, so Breezy, do you want to record this, mate? So Breezy's now going to push the record on his phone. So guys, I am Lachlan, and what's today's date? The 11th of June, and I'm telling you, Breezy's trade is better than mine. There is no question about that. I shorted off a pivot with great ratios. He went long off a pivot with great ratios. But his trade's better than mine because he went with the 4 hour momentum and I didn't. So Breezy, you'll be able to play that at Platinum in Bali, mate, while you take over as the instructor. Actually, because you know what? I have never attended a Platinum program and sat in the back of the room as a student. Never done it. Never, ever done that. Here, Breezy. Hello, mate. I might go to Bali as a student. Yeah, no pressure, mate. No pressure. No. Yeah, no. I've never sat at the back of the room in a Platinum ever. All right, here we go. So, guys, let's sharpen our swords again. We are getting ready to go again. Now, if you're over your daily KPI, guys, again, please avoid the temptation to take a trade. The higher high, guys, has just loaded a body entry, guys, on this SBR. Now, we're going to wait for this candle to close. All right, so again, I am at this stage, the sellers own the step. So a selling-based reversal with a seller step, guys, runs at about a 75% probability versus 95%. We're waiting for the candle to close because what we're looking for is the FESX close. The backup trade for the FDAX traders, guys, is under the body of this static bar reversal short at 215. So if we close under the previous pivot, if the FESX closes under its R1, guys, there are two trades. There are two trades on offer. The first entry, guys, after the candle closes is 224. We would need to see the buyers move up, guys, on the next candle and then get slammed. The backup trade is 215. Please don't go without us. Now, you guys have got like 30 seconds warning, so let's see what we can get out of this, please. Higher high. Some of you are short, guys, because of the higher high. You might be short on the previous pivot reversal. If so, that's okay. All right, anybody short at 215 on the backup trade, your first target is 210, and you're just kissing 210 at the moment. Go down, please. I want like a massive win. Go on. Yeah. What do they say, Breezy, in Australia? Get. Oh, is that what they say to the cattle dogs? Get. Off you go. Come on, Dax. So anybody short on the backup trade at 215, your first target, guys, is 210. You've gone through that target and now you have no risk, please. If we do get the buyers coming in, guys, and we get above our desired entry point of 224, we're going to pull that again. Have I got anybody short, guys, off the previous pivot with a higher high? If you are, your PVI says 5s and 25s, please. Jeff, well done. Toby, do we need step to be with the buyers for a DFR? Mate, in a perfect world, yes, but the world is not always perfect, mate. So if you identified that as a double failure reversal at the previous pivot, then you would be short 2 to 3 points under, mate, 2 to 3 points under at 225, and you would have already gone at least 20 points. So, mate, it's a great question, Toby. Great question. I did a coaching session today, guys, on double failure reversals, and the bloke was blown away. Suzanne, well done. Guys, I think we're going to get, guys, we're either going to get a 4-point turning bar short here, like a really, really strong sell candle. If we do, guys, even though the sellers own the stair step, the selling will be on for young and old. There's no question. 24 OSL POC 24217 217. Thank you, mate. Thank you. So, what does it mean? What does it mean? If you've been picked up on this trade here, guys, that's our backup trade, then it's gone in the right direction, which is always good fun. Please make sure, guys, if you're short at 215, you've got out with an early first target. You've got ideally a long range second target. You are trading a ratio-based pivot reversal. Right? Now, again, it's a little ugly because we don't have the step. The deal with it, though, guys, the FESX, the buyers own the stair step on the FESX. So we've kind of traded the FTAX in sympathy to the FESX, but it's working. Our higher trade, guys, which would have been amazing, we didn't get filled on. A couple of you have just messaged me to say you're short under the previous pivot. So if you are short under the previous pivot, please go for a 5-point first target, 25-point second target, please. All right, now PVI is 30. You should be able to manage a 25-point target easily. Guys, even if you're short under the SBR 215, guys, your 25-point target is here. That's your 25-point target. So anybody that's short, please try and hold short, right? Hold short. At this stage, the distance to the MDI on the FESX is absolutely stunning. Guys, so the FDAX, we're going to try and push it down through its MDI. All right, now finally, these guys might be agreeing with each other again. So when they agree with each other, a lot easier to trade. So what was the agreement, guys? FESX hit a pivot, FTAX hit a pivot. So even though the stair stepping is different, there is a degree of agreement. A degree of agreement. A degree of agreement. Does that make sense? They agree with each other. That's a little bit smarter. All right, so if you're short from 215, guys, they've only gone 20 points. What does that mean? Early first target, your ATM is triggered, can't lose any money. And again, we're in the last 90 seconds. So we're not going to enter any trades, guys. Not going to enter any more trades again. Same caveat, guys, same caveat as last time. If the FESX closes over the R1, we can't go short on the FDAX. If the buyers push up on the FDAX, if the buyers were to push up on the FDAX, there's my key 60-minute sell zone, which has been absolutely divine all day. If we create a higher high, the buyers will have actually stolen the step. This will be the first time in today that they've actually agreed with each other. Then we are looking for efficiency ORPC bars long on both markets, or we're looking for previous pivot shorts. It's okay to trade through the FTX MDI. Yes, 100%, Jeff. Well, not trade through it. So we're not going to take a trade in the middle of the MDI, like trying to cut down through it. But what we are going to do, Jeff, is say, if the FESX is running at 6,000 contracts and the FTX is running at 300, FESX wins. And if we've got permission to short the FESX, but not the DAX, we'll transfer the permission across to the FTAX and go short anyway. Okay. Happy to run a class on it, guys, if you want me to run a class on that. The only way to run a class is to do live market replay, almost identical to what we're currently doing now, and say, okay, see this, FESX wins, see this, da-da-da-da. All right, now, at this stage, guys, two things going on in the FESX. We closed above the R1, okay, which means we can't sell. We gapped down, which means towards the end of this candle, we're looking to sell, all right? So we're going to let these buyers push out. We're going to let them exhaust themselves. We're back to the first scenario. I was back to the first scenario of if they push well above, guys, if they push well above previous daily low, like if they get up here and get rejected, guys, then again, we're looking at a previous daily low, short, and that would be giving them some space around about 5 points. points under the pivot, not just straight under the, and you've got to make sure these guys push up. Be with double failure reversal. I need them to come up here. Now, if these guys fail badly, guys, there is a short under the previous pivot. Now, again, we've just got to watch the risk on that. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's right on 25. Goes to right on our risk parameter. What would be really exciting, guys, so see how I said the FESX, guys, we want to be entering later in the candle, not earlier in the candle. Just watch what the FESX is doing. Toby, you got 520, 30 FTXM, took the delta after the lower low for the, well done, mate. That is fantastic. That's a great result, mate. Can I ask you a question, mate? I'm putting a lot of people on the FTXM at the moment. Are you more comfortable using multiple targets on the FTXM than you are on the FDAX? Now, that's probably a rhetorical question. But what it actually means, mate, is you are going to trade in a more relaxed manner. You know that a losing trade doesn't really matter, and therefore your focus is how much money can I make on the winning trades. And guys, we've got a number of traders that have very, very happily got funded at the 50 grand mark in under 4 weeks using 3 contracts on the FTXM. Breezy. Perfect. Well, so again, if your goal, guys, it's very easy on the FTXM on 2 or 3 contracts to make $200 or $300 a day. That means it's like 10 days to get funded, 15 days to get funded. It's not, so you don't have to be on the FDAX to get funded. I mean, if you're at the 250 grand account, 250 grand, with a $6,000 trailing stop, then 2 contracts on the FDAX is a walk in the park. Okay, now, guys, there is a short setting up at 2450, right? So this will be a double failure reversal, guys, at 2450. We are looking for guidance from the FESX. Guys, now at this stage, just watch the last 90 seconds. We're getting very, very close. I would suggest at this stage, because the buyers showed, then failed, then showed again on the FESX, guys, on the DAXi, you're better off waiting for this candle to close. You want to see buyer weakness on both the FESX and the FDAX, and then we're looking for a short at 2450. If you want to front run, guys, if you want to front run the market, you can with a short at 2450, because if these buyers run out of steam, then that trade is clearly going to have completely de-risked itself before everybody else even considers getting in. The danger with front running the reversal is they muck around for a little bit, then they close over the top of the previous daily low, and you're like, oh, damn it. All right. So again, there is a danger of front running the market in the last 90 seconds because you're making a decision based on an immature candle. Now, guys, if you are short at 2450, because I know some of you do like to front run the market, just be aware your risk control is 245. As the beginner traders, we are looking for a double failure reversal. So this candle's got to fail, guys. It's got to fail under the previous daily low. MC in Thailand, are you still in the LTR? I can't actually see easily, guys, without pushing, but yes, okay. So are you over your daily goal, mate? Are you over your daily goal? So you're not going to put your finger back on that mouse again, are you? But I know how tempting it is. All right, double failure reversal, guys, on the FDAX. I'm not being rude to Michael, guys. If you're over your daily goal, guys, please don't take another trade unless you've dropped down to the FTXM. Okay, those that trade double failure reversals, guys, then you've got 2 potential entry points here. The 24250 we spoke about earlier is the pivot reversal. Guys, if you want to be careful, enter outside the range of the candle at 247. There's 2 entries here. Guys, the entry at 247, you're actually putting your sell order into other people's stop losses who are going to panic because it's a double failure reversal. So the safer entry is 24247. Should daily goal 250 US or trading the US? Jack, should your daily goal be 250 US? Mate, it's a great question. I've got 3 daily goals. Man, I've got 3. I'll talk to you about that in a sec. All right, so anybody that's engaged at 250, your risk control point is 245. Anybody hanging outside the range of the candle at 47, you've got a 5-point risk control as well. Outside the range of the candle, guys, is using the trench warfare principle, which means it is a slightly safer trade. Now, you're carrying more risk, but it is a safer trade. Now, at this stage, guys, our volume is, wow, where did the volume go? That's all right. That's okay. So at this point in time, anyone short at 250, guys, again, you've got a very, very tight first risk control, All right, the volume has vanished, guys, because they don't know what to do with the market. So we're not going to take another entry until our volume builds back. At this stage, everybody who is short, you're on the right side of the market. Anyone short at 24250, you threw your first target risk control. Boom. Boom, baby. Anyone short, 24250, first target's out. Anyone short outside the range, first target's out. Now, if they're not ready to reverse again, guys, if they're not ready to go again, okay, we're going to wait for the buyers to build momentum, and then we're going to hit them again at the same levels. So again, let's watch very closely here. The buyers need to get well above here, guys, before we go short again at 250. Jeff, nice work. Diane, you got a 6-point slip. Wow. Okay. 4. Okay. Cool. All right. So, guys, 2 ways of pulling apart a DFR. All right. You either enter under the pivot or you enter outside the range of the active candle. There's pros and cons to both trades. The safer trade is to enter outside the range of the candle because you're actually forcing the sellers to come and get your order. So you're actually saying to the sellers, I refuse to sell unless you literally, they've got to earn your loyalty. So slightly more risk, very high success rate, guys. But these guys are not ready to reverse, guys. That's why I have ATMs. Very exciting KPIs, only 5 points. So Toby, can you see why? It is so exciting to have people going for multiple targets. Okay, my KPI is 5 points a day. But then, my KPI is, so to answer Jack's question before, my KPIs are 5, 10, and 20. So if I get 5 points, I'm happy. 10 points, I'm stoked. 20 points, I'm over the moon. And today I've got double 25s. So what does that mean? I'm over my 5-point KPI. That's all I care about is, am I over my 5-point KPI? Because it means I can live to fight another day in the game of trading because I'm over KPI. Did I follow my trading plan? 1000%. Did I get paid? Yes. Did my auto trail cost me some money? Yes. So I'll loosen that auto trail back to the 10-point auto trail, and I would have picked up twin 50s instead. Yeah, twin 50s instead of 25s. But I think, guys, we can always try and surmise as to what the best ATM is going to be. At the end of the day, there is no perfect ATM. All right, so stunning ratio drop, guys. Stunning ratio drop coming on the FDAX. It's going to be the same game again, guys. It's going to be the same game again. Not doing the trading daily. I shouldn't. Jack, I'll come back to that, mate. I'll come back to that. Hold on. Okay. They're not meant to do this. They're meant to come up, pick us up, and then go back down. So, Jack, 5 points a day. If you can do 5 points a day, 4 days a week on the FDAX, so the DAX, the proper DAX, and you work your way up to 10 contracts, you're going to be earning 253,000 Aussie dollars per year. So 253 Aussie puts you in the top 1% of income earners in Australia if you only do 5 points a day on the FDAX. For some people to get to 5 points a day on the FDAX, they're obviously working on the FDXM. So again, I like the idea of 3. I like the idea of 3 KPIs. So you've got an early first KPI. So you know what? Literally, The first KPI is, can I be bothered trading? Well, again, with 5 points a day, it works out to $250,000 a year. Yes, I can be bothered trading. We need to be short. We need to be short. I don't have a signal yet. So, mate, if you can get up to 10 points a day, so 10 points a day on the FDAX, look, 10 points a day. If you can sit on 10 points a day and you're up around about 8 or 9 contracts, you're on over half a million Aussie dollars a year for 90 minutes work a day. Barely 90 minutes. Like literally, mate, you could be doing this in Croatia while sitting on the back of a catamaran. Danila, my pleasure, mate. My pleasure. So have a great day, mate. So I think when you first start trading, it's really worth having a low KPI, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to build confidence in achieving that KPI every day. The more adventurous you get, the more that you realize the world is all about ratios and static bar reversals and the mathematics that goes into the static bar reversal. Then you say, you know what, if I get an SBR off a pivot, instead of going for a 5-point first target, I'm going to go for a 25-point first target, or a 10-point or 15-point first target. Or you might do what I do, mate, on a volatile day. I just go for 25 points on everything. So there's no such thing as a 5-point first target, 25 second. It's just everything straight to 25 points. But I've still got my touch 5P2 ATM. So at the moment I even smell the market going in the right direction, I've got no risk. If it runs, all I hear is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. And every cha-ching is less risk, less risk, less risk. Excuse me. It's all about de-risking the trades. It's all about de-risking the trades. Now, what I was hoping to get, I was hoping to get some buyers move in early in the candle so we could pick up the 250 again. That hasn't occurred. Now, we did have a ratio-based SBR entry here straight into the pre-top. Now, I didn't even identify that, guys, because I don't want to get you in the habit of trading into the pre-top. Now, the pre-top was established, then it was crossed once, crossed twice, crossed 3 times. That means the pre-top has been weakened in our session. Guys, it's been weakened. To me, I just don't want to, in the LTR, establish a habit of trading into pivots. So again, we didn't quite get what we want. Guys, didn't quite get what we want, but I'd suggest we're about to get what we want. We're about to get that. Toby, you're going to go and finish an assignment, mate. Please do. Mate, we'll have a catch-up. So, Tobes, if we can have a catch-up next Wednesday. So, mate, you can debrief me on your homework. Not your university homework, mate. So your candlestick homework would be fantastic, mate. Yeah. No, perfect. All right, now we guys, can you believe it? Michael, well, Michael's clarifying that he's now dropped to the FDXM, guys. Okay, so well done, mate. Well done. Okay, so let's just wait, guys. We're looking for a 4-point turning bar. We are going to be 45 minutes into the session. So again, a 4-point turning bar, guys, under the previous pivot with a complementary signal on the FESX would be fantastic. Excuse me. All right, this is looking a lot like a higher high. So what we are going to get, guys, boom, there's the higher high. What you're going to get is an under body SBR entry, guys, if you want to be a little bit careful, at 242. Now, 242, 238. Okay, mate. So what we are going to get, guys, if you enter a static bar reversal, because once we get a higher high under the body, there is an entry at 4.3 or a careful entry at 4.2. If you are short at 4.3 or 4.2, guys, you're looking for a 5-point first target and risk control. Okay, so again, if you're short at 4.3, guys, you're already at your 5-point first target. So if you're short at 4.3, you're already at your first target, guys. If you're short at 4.2, you've just tickled your first target. Breezy, well done, mate. So, guys, ratio. Anybody short at 2.43, you're through your first target. Anybody short at 2.42, boom. Oh, yeah. You are also through your first target. Giddy up. Try and hold this, guys. 5s and 25s, please. 5s and 25s. Oh, yay. We've got agreement from the FESX for the first time. If you are short, Byron got skipped. That sucks, mate, but that's okay. There'll be another trade, mate. There'll be another trade. So if you are short, guys, if you're short at 4.3 or 4.2, they've both gone through their target. Some people got skipped. So we're going to have to wait for these guys to push back up to the price level and sell again. All right, now just watch the time come through. What I need for a 243, guys, what I need for 243 is I need the price to move well above 243 again. And then we're looking for the short to reset again. Okay? So again. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a circle on. We won't put two circles on, only one circle on. Guys, again, if you are short at 243 or 242, you've got a 5-point first target. All right, 5-point first target, then a long range second target, please. The Fibonacci extension, guys, the Fibonacci extension on this is absolutely crazy. So anybody short, try and hold down here, please. Try and hold to the 50 fib of the day. The Fibonacci on this is insane. Absolutely insane. What did Breezy say about ratios? Guys, look at this. It's a -3. It's a -3 rated SPR. Holy moly. Look at it go. All right, anyone short? Anyone short for long range targets? Anybody need a hand on how far to hold this, please? Absolutely insane. Insane. Oh, Josh, 5 and 25, mate. Well done. I'm stoked for you, mate. I'm stoked. Oh, well, yeah, no, that's great. Byron, good reaction. Suzanne, 5 and 15, well done. Beautiful trade. All right, so we've hit our risk control. Guys, hit our risk control point. Reacted to Owen. We've hit our risk control point, guys. So Fibonacci never lies. The people that don't use Fibonacci, guys, generally don't know how to use it. That has hit the risk control point. Guys, all it does mean is if you're trying to trade, guys, if you're trying to trade down to the 50 fib of the day, you are now going to make sure with your entry all the way up here, you've got absolutely no risk. Guys, so let's say you're short at 42 and your target is 97. That is a 50-point target. Right, have I got anybody short that needs to hold? That Delta V3 is insane. The instos, you can... Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Here we go. Look at this. FESX is in meltdown. Massive high five to anyone who's short to 24195, please. Breezy's still short. Hold, buddy. Hold. Hold the line. Hold the line. Come on. Idell. Oh, it's in pay dirt. Are you going to smack the pay dirt? Boom. Anybody short, guys? Anybody short down to 24195? That is a stunning. Oh, Caleb. Oh man, anybody short to the 55th of the day? That is a stunning trade. That is a stunning trade. Caleb. Man, oh man. And some were skipped. Adam, you got 10 times 2 and a 50. Oh man, look at you. And who says trading is not meant to be fun, guys? Okay, Caleb, got it. Well done, Byron. That's fantastic, mate. That's fantastic. All right. So, guys, the only reason we could take that trade in the last 15 minutes, guys, the only reason we could take it is because we were dealing with pivot failure. All right. So, again, let's just roll with me on this one. All right. That candle, that static bar reversal is off of pivot. This higher high here, we're still trading the same SBR. So it's still a pivot-based reversal. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Like literally, we nominated a 50-point target. Look at that. I think it's really exciting. Dear, 55, guys, 55 minutes into the session. I would not at this stage, 10 and 50. Oh, breezy. Oh, mate. I'm very excited for you. Guys, I'm excited because 2 years ago, there is no way. Now, Breezy, you can correct me if I'm wrong, mate, but there is no way that Breezy would have sat back and gone, in 2 years' time, I'm going to be pulling 50-point targets off the FDAX. Guys, 50 points, and shout out to you, mate. 50 points times $28. 1,400 US on just on just the long range target. Diane, we love it. Well done to you guys. All I do is call the trades. You've got to pull the button. Pull the button, push the button. And I think the most important point, though, guys, is I wrote a trading plan for a couple of the guys I'm coaching at the moment, guys, and all we have done today, correct me if I'm wrong, for those that I'm coaching. In fact, if you want to be private, be private. All we have done today, guys, is follow the trading plan that I've said to the coaching people. Do this, and only this. Don't do anything but this. Just don't do anything but this. And we've gone okay, guys. We've gone okay today. Well, put it a better way. We haven't had a losing trade. Now that has got to be, surely that's got to be a good thing. So quick summary, guys. 52 minutes in. Amazing target selection, Breezy. That 50-pointer, amazing, mate. So, guys, early traders went short here. Guys, Michael in Thailand went short 3 times here, guys. So we called the signal 3 times. That went 3 times, which is great. Then we picked up the longs here, guys. I'll just mark that as one trade and one trade. Then we waited for the higher high, guys. So we waited for the higher high. We got the short. Toby, is Toby still here, or is Toby gone back to other stuff? Is Dave here? Dave still? Oh, Breezy, they're peeling back off your 50-point target. Isn't that, guys? Look at the Fibonacci. Like the Fibonacci, incredible. Control your risk at the 100 and try and push it as far as the 150 or the 161.8. Look at this. Look. They've literally gone to the 161.8 Fibonacci to the tick and said, we've had enough. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's strip that off. And now, guys, we just wait. Any questions, guys, at all? We've lost a third of the LTR already. Everyone's like, no, I'm done. I'm going home. That was absolutely divine. Absolutely divine. Any questions, guys? Any questions? I might grab some water. So the winners, guys, today. Breezy, you've done 100 points for the day. Mate, that is incredible. 100 points for the day. Does everyone remember back a couple of years when we were like really excited about, man, if we can average 5 points a day, we're going to kill this? Like 5 points a day? Dearie me. Now, my guys, we can't go long. Last 15 minutes, back into the middle of the MDI. FESX doesn't agree with us. Yeah, Rog, that's it, mate. Tell them they're dreaming. But even, Rog, to bring that into context, guys, even someone that says, Lockie, I'm going to take the first trade for 10 points and I'm going to stop. 10 points is $280. So that's what, 400 Aussie. 400 Aussie for maybe 20 minutes at work or 25 minutes at work. Or you might go to 2 contracts and you're looking at 800 Aussie dollars for a 10-point target. I know quite a few guys, quite a few people that are thinking about joining us at the moment. Quite a few people are stunned that people are doing maybe 100 to 200 Aussie dollars a day in the trading room. They're stunned. And yet some of you have done more than that today. Breezy, you got 2 trades, 10 and 30, a 10 and a 50. Yeah, mate, that's a straight 100 points. Which is really, guys, it's Rog, 100%, mate, 100%. As you guys know, Akito got funded yesterday, so she's absolutely stoked. She did it completely by herself with absolutely no help from anyone. And she is over the moon. Because again, she's instead of me getting an account funded and giving it to her and say, go and trade this, she's gone and done it by herself. Diane, we did have the champagne. It was a French champagne. Not that that's a thing. We literally went to our massive local supermarket called Rycom. Guys, Rycom is five football ovals long and 5 stories tall, to give you an idea of our local shopping centre. And we happened to walk past the grog shop, which is enormous, and they had this French champagne saying, would you like to sample a champagne? Now, of course, you can't drink and drive over here. Thank you. I don't want to be rude, mate. I don't want to be rude. All I do, guys, when I say, hey, if you're over your daily goal, probably a good idea to stop. The only reason I say that, guys, as much as there are going to be other trades and their other trades are going to go to success and the only reason I do that, guys, is to develop a very, very disciplined mindset about trading, because that discipline is going to carry you for the next 10 years. If you keep pushing the button, what you're doing is unwinding the discipline to the point at which you say, well, I don't need trading rules. I'm allowed to trade through pivots. Then at the moment we start dissolving really valid rules is the moment that everything turns to clag. So we need to get very early on, as my humble opinion, very early on in the game of trading, we need to start developing enormous discipline. As even if that means you turn the mouse upside down and put it in the drawer of your desk. I've even had people that have to walk away from their computer, literally physically go and stand on the other side of the room so they can't touch their mouse. Yeah. All right. So, guys, we are still shorting. We can't go long. We've done very well today already. We are basically coming into the hourly close. The only signal I could give you is a long over the top of the 50 of the day if I had agreement from the FESX, which I don't. So these guys are out the middle of no man's land. There's no pivots there. So it's going to keep going down. As that candle there that is forming at the moment, that candle there is a stunningly strong sell signal. So for the FTX traders, again, that candle is going to close as an efficient candle. If they do buy back early in the new candle, that Delta V3 at 180 is absolutely stunning. I didn't mark that Delta V3, guys, as a called trade, but obviously anyone who took it, you've gone straight through your target. So this is, guys, a very, very strong sell signal, very, very strong sell. So again, guys, if you get an early buy, which is coming in, if you get an early buy, what are you guys doing over here? Adam, well done, mate. Did you got some coaching from Breezy? Holy moly. If you got some coaching from Breezy and you've done 120 points for the day, I've done 25, mate. I've done 25 points and I'm stoked. Done 120. Breezy, are you responsible for this, mate? Are you responsible for this? All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. So again, we wanted to be short, guys, at 180, waiting for the buyers to come in the new hour. He is. Well, that's very exciting, man. It's very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. Okay, well, S&P 500 has just gone ballistic to the high side. All right, let me just watch what's going on. Okay, so at this stage, guys, yeah, Adam, well done, mate. It's very exciting. And Breezy, look at what you can create, mate. You can create, guys. Breezy asked with us so he could coach people on how to do what he's doing, as obviously with the legal protections of being in Singapore, literally inverted in Singapore. Because why is that? Because Breezy's working for a Singapore incorporated company. He's allowed to coach because he falls under Singapore jurisdiction, not Australian jurisdiction. It's a massive jurisdictional differences, just so you guys know. Huge differences. Now, at the moment, guys, the S&P 500 is going absolutely nuts. So I would suggest that these guys are just going nuts because the S&P is going nuts. We did say today that the S&P 500 was very, very likely to buy. Where did we say that? Right there. Highly likely to try and recover today from the helicopter story from a couple of days ago. Oh, okay, Breezy. Yep. Of course, Breezy's a good coach, guys. I think the last thing you want in a coach, guys, is someone who's sympathetic. Your coach needs to say, listen, I'm going to call a spade, and whether you like it or not, this is the algorithm that works. So you've got a choice now. Would you like to trade the algorithm, yes or no? Yeah, Breezy, very humble. Diane, very humble. Really quiet guy, actually a bit of a recluse. We've got no trades, guys. No trades at this stage. We just this is US. It looks to be US centric news, which is spiking the market. I'll just double check what they're doing. They might have actually worked out who owned the helicopter, but we won't talk about that. Absolutely bizarre what is going on at this point in time. Okay, so have we got? I'm just moving some stuff around. No. Okay, the big buying, guys. The big buying campaign that was happening on the American markets is now getting squashed very quickly. So again, I think what was happening here is we just had obviously S&P and NASDAQ just went ballistic to the high side. The NASDAQ candle, guys, looks to be 250 ticks tall. Yeah, NASI looks to be 250 ticks tall. So something just triggered them, and now they're being rescinded back down again. The S&P's a monster. S&P's like 40 ticks tall. So something's just occurred, guys. We'll just let the market work out what it was. Now, Iran says US projectile hit Iranian cargo barge off Oman. Iran says a US projectile hit an Iranian cargo barge. I wonder if the Iranian cargo barge was full of, I don't know, rubbish? Because what was a victory candle has now gone into the O candle. So it's a huge NASDAQ candle that just went and just got pushed all the way back the other way. Dear. All right. So we're just waiting for a valid trade that we're allowed to take. At this point in time, the buying momentum in the market is 100% US centric. We'll just let these guys sort themselves out. Okay, 15-minute charts. All right, so at this stage, guys, I've got sellers owning the stair step. Sellers own the stair step on the FDAX, buyers own the stair step on the FESX. So once again, guys, we are looking down. We're staring down the barrel of being able to short the FDAX with FESX permission. I'm just double checking that to be the case. 100%. Okay. So, we're getting very close. We're getting very close to another trade. No, so let's just see what we get here. That Fibonacci can come off, as I'm always looking to strip information off the chart. As we are setting up, as in fact, you know what is a really, so 224, guys, 224 is, we're basically revisiting the static bar reversal again over there on the left-hand side. If you want to be a little bit careful, guys, so we're eyeing off an entry at 224. I would suggest at this stage, we would wait for this candle to close. As we've had a blinder session so far, so I would suggest we wait for this candle to close. We wait for the FESX to prove that it's going to push up and then close under its R1. And then we're looking for a previous pivot reversal, but we're going to use that static bar reversal body as the entry. Now, if we get any higher, guys, so if the FDAX touches this high point here, if we touch that high point, then that means that the buyers own the stair step, and we've got both of the European markets back in agreement with each other. What I'm looking for, guys, over there on the left-hand side, FESX, is I'm looking for the buyers to push up above the R1 and fail. So Diane, back to the champagne. It was a French champagne that was on sale at Rycom, and I'm not, guys, not a word of a lie. This champagne was very good. It was $12 in Japan, and it's currently selling at Dan Murphy's in Australia for $60 a bottle. So $60 a bottle, Dan Murphy's in Australia, $12 a bottle in Japan, same bottle. Got to ask the question, why the difference? $12 in Japan, $60 at Dan Murphy's. Now, it was good, as it was really lovely. It was a great. I mean, we don't drink, as we don't drink. So, so we don't drink. So, again, yeah, Roger, it's import duty. It'll be 35% taxes, federal taxes, all that stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so $12 versus 60. If I was a big champagne drinker, I'd be moving to Japan. So chocolate milk. All right. Guys, so buyers on the stair step on the FDAX. Let's have a quick look. Buyers on the stair step on the FESX. So we're back into market agreement again. Guys, what we're now looking for, again, if I want to short under the 76.8 fib, I've got to move up here and touch the 88.6. I need to come up here first and get absolutely drilled. If I get much beyond that, so if the buyers buy a little bit higher, so let's say the buyers were to buy up here, then we'd be looking at a reversal at 250, which is the original previous daily low reversal. So for the 76.8, I want to touch the 88.6. Guys, to reverse under the previous daily low at 250, I need them to go well above here. I want them to push up. I'd like the FESX to do exactly the same, push up and get absolutely drilled. As what we do have on the FESX is you've got your efficient candle followed by a loss of efficiency. So the buyers are losing confidence on the FESX. I say that they are losing confidence. We've had a very good session. Guys, we had a very good session. We want to make sure that we are now with relatively okay volume, good volatility. Guys, we're now getting very, very selective about the trades that we take. We're now saying to the market, you must do what we ask you to do, or we're simply not taking a trade. All right, so at this stage, guys, we have not gone high enough to reverse to 76.8. Now we have. If we start going significantly higher, guys, the only trade I can offer you, guys, is a short at 24250. So, Breezy, if you're, guys, and it's a really important point, like as much as there's going to be more trades and more this and more that and so on. If you are happy with what you've achieved, there is nothing better than saying, I've achieved my daily goal, I've followed my plan, I've got paid, I'm now going to walk away. Because what you're doing is you're inculcating that into your subconscious as this is how I trade as a professional trader every day. I sit down, I do my Fibonacci, I wait for the market to come to me. I don't front run the market, I don't do it, I hit my goal and I leave. The beauty of that is your goal at the moment might only be $100 or $200 per day, but in a year's time, your goal is going to be $1,000 per day, and that changes most people's lives, guys. All right, so at this stage, guys, we've got all these caveats we're putting on the market now. Again, the risk, guys, at this point in time is around 25 points if we're going to go short. This could be the first efficient CORPC close, guys, outside the range of the OSR. If we get that on the DAX and we get the same thing on the FESX, these guys are once again playing their 4-hour long game. All right. Now, 4-hour long, we can get rid of that. So the 4-hour long, guys, the first port of call is the 50 fib of the 4-hour chart. The 50 fib it's up here. You are kidding. So guys, if these guys want to get a wriggle on, I mean, that's a 4-hour long, they are entitled to trade for 3 candles, right? So 3 candles. Okay. So that's all right. We're just going to keep following. We're just going to do what we do, guys. If they want to push it up for the next 4 hours, that's great. How do we get in on trade? We need an efficient CORPC bar on both markets simultaneously. Now, S&P 500, guys, is basically back to the high of the news candle. So back to the high of the news candle and is failing to break into new territory. This candle is likely to be efficient on the FDAX, right? It's likely to be efficient. So now we're into structured retrace, structured rejection territory. Let's have a look. It's not efficient, guys. So fingers off the trigger. Okay, we don't have a trade. Doesn't matter how much you want to trade. That is not an efficient candle. So we can't take a trade. And it's not efficient on the FESX either, guys. So double whammy, no longs. Any questions? We're an hour and 15 minutes into the session. We have had, I believe, an absolute blinder. I think today has been good fun. There's been some good lessons. There's been some good chat about the 50 fib of the micro trend. There's been some good chat about the 50 fib of the micro trend. I'm just going to label this up, guys, for compliance as we talk about it. So delta there, delta there. We know about this short here. We were joking about ratios at the time, but we know about that. We know about that one. This one was the trade of the day. SBR, beautiful dominant candle. So guys, any questions at all? We're 16 minutes in. We may literally just chop sideways. If we do close, guys, a little red candle here, a delta V2 short, guys, a delta V2 short at this point in time, or a V3 short will tank the FDAX. Now, what I'm looking for is this candle to close exactly like it is in 3 minutes time. Then I want it to gap under the pivot. Then I want them to push back up to the pivot, allowing us to go short at 24250. And that will probably be, guys, our last trade. We are going to have to wait, guys, which could be a little bit painful, but we are going to have to wait for them to close onto the pivot. All right, let me just double check here. I think, guys, we're about to get the selling skates on pretty hard, actually. So we are going to get another trade, guys, at this stage. We've got all the caveats in place. The trade will be the candle closes like that. I don't want it going much lower. No, you're listening. I don't want it going much lower. Those delta V1s hiding in here are valid if you are a delta trader based on the strength of the sellers. They are valid. All right, there's two tiny little deltas hiding in here. Again, based on the strength of the sellers, we've got a gap down at the start of the candle, loss of efficiency on both markets. The deltas can be traded. If you're going to trade the delta, guys, 5 points, please. So literally click, bang, money in the bank kind of stuff. If you're being very careful, guys, we're going to wait for the candle to close. Then we are going to look for the buyers to move in, and then we're going to hit the deltas. If you want to be very careful, guys, and very cognizant of, if you're very, very cognizant of risk and balancing risk, again, guys, I've said it before, if you're over your daily goal, please, this trade is not for you, right? If you're over your daily goal, this trade is not for you. All right, now 33 down. Please don't run. No, don't run, please. Do not run without us. Guys, there is a backup order. Guys, there's a backup order, right? Again, under the body. So guess what that V2 delta is right there? Is people that are hunting here. So 242. So what we're going to get, guys, we're going to get a really strong seller close. What we're looking for is we want the buyers to move. Don't just sell down, please. We want the buyers to move up a little bit, allowing us to enter, and then we're just going to just melt. Dearie me. Come on. You basically said you were going to do this. You said you were going to do it. Okay. Yeah, MJ, spot on the mark, mate. Spot on the mark. Yeah, these guys, this could literally, we've got matching charts. So both of these guys, the buyers own the stair step on both. We get a smaller reversal candle after a gap down. These guys will just continue to melt. Guys, that's really, really annoying. Guys, really annoying, because if you did enter the delta, guys, if you did enter the delta for a 5 or a 5 and 25, or you grabbed that V2 delta and said, I'll go for 5 and 25, you are now a very, very happy camper. With agreement from the S&P 500, and we've got agreement from the FESX and the FDAX all at the same time. Quite incredible. That's quite incredible. So, guys? What's the most valuable lesson that comes out of today? What's the most valuable lesson that comes out of today? Incredible stuff, hey? I get really excited, guys. Imagine if we're doing this halfway through 2026. Can you imagine what we're going to be doing in 2027? Yeah, Andy, if your order gets skipped, if my order gets skipped, I just push market order short, mate. So if I'm on, particularly if I'm on a pivot-based reversal or a really strong ratio-based reversal and my order gets skipped, I don't take the order off the chart. I just push market order short. Now, occasionally what happens is I get filled on the market order short, and then they bounce back up and they actually fill me on my original order as well. So then and with double contract loading, I'm like, all right, well, I'm on double contract loading. That's okay because it's a pivot-based reversal. If I survive the first 5 minutes, I'm in a really, really great place. Great place. So limit orders, guys. Limit orders do have a limit to them. And that is, if you put your order on, I want to buy this apple at $10, but they're all for sale at $10.01, you're not going to get filled at $10. But if you push market and you say, oh, look, you know what, screw it, they're for sale at $1.01, I'll give you $1.02, then you're going to get all the apples. Now, occasionally you will get a little bit of slip. So what you would need to do is say, I will push market order trades, I'll push market order on pivot-based reversals, double failure reversals, pivot-based reversals, or very, very strong ratio-based candles. Guys, after the push, retrace, reject has been satisfied. So what are the top lessons? Don't get skipped. Ratios are important. Be patient. Oh, Suzanne, holy moly. Patience. I think, again, the beauty of what we're doing, though, guys, the beauty of what we do, except for my trade where I caught a loss yesterday, which was 100% my fault. Every session, we're picking up at least 4 to 5, sometimes 6 very good trades. Every session, guys, every session. What does that ultimately mean is you don't have to take an ugly trade. You can wait for the perfect setup and you can just trade the perfect setup. And that's, to me, that's like, all right, well, I'm just going to wait for the perfect setup. Guys, double failure reversal, ratio-based SPR, 4-point turning bar, or a delta in cahoots with any of those, and amazing stuff. Now, what do we got, guys? What do we got? I don't think we're going to pick up another trade, guys. If we did get even a sniff of buying, so if we get even a sniff of buying, we would have targeted that delta for a 5 and 25, and they've already gone from. So that delta happens to be the SBR body entry, guys, 242. All right, so they've already gone to 07, 42 to 07. They've gone way over 25 points. Way over 25. Amazing stuff. Going for a massage, MJ. Oh man, I am jealous. A massage would be fantastic. Holy moly. Guys, so I'm very happy with how today's run. Guys, are there any questions at all about anything that we've done? We're literally, our LTR is down to about half of our normal Thursday numbers. Right, so I think everybody's basically run. Well done, Suzanne. Well done. Yeah. It's a good point, Suzanne. Okay, so no, well done. Right, so if your KPIs, guys, so I've got 3 KPIs, guys, 250, 500, and 1,000 US. If I get 925 US, I don't go and take another trade to try and get to 1,000. I take the 925 because I'm already over 2 KPIs. I take the 925. I come back tomorrow. So I just got a great message in the background, guys. If you are anywhere near your KPIs should be, I'm a bit excited about trading, I'm ecstatic about trading, and I'm over the moon about trading, or yeah, I can be bothered. That's 5 points. I'm excited, 10 points, 20 points. I'm over the moon. If you're anywhere near 20 points, which is 20 points, about 600 US. I just double check. So 20 points. If you are anywhere near 560 US dollars, I don't know. Have you guys ever done what the compound looks like on 20 points a day, 4 days a week for the next 2 years or 3 years? Absolute game changer. It's absolute game changer. So, guys, I think we've done really, really well. Guys, my subject I've got to do as a subject of my videos for YouTube and Instagram. Thank you for all of those guys that are putting comments on the YouTube videos. The comments, guys, just so you know, the comments rank those videos very quickly. So if you're feeling generous, guys, you've got nothing to do on the weekend, I don't know, go and put the same comment on 100 videos. Just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. That would be hilarious. It saves my mum doing it. That's a joke. That's a joke. I don't think my mum has actually commented on a single YouTube video, guys. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, today, guys, today's subject on Instagram and YouTube is actually Congratulations Thursday. What that means, guys, Congratulations Thursday. I have a sneaking suspicion his 50-tick trade is probably going to be, you got out there because the 50-fib of the day has been dragged. So, Breezy, I think you're going to get Congratulations Thursday, mate. That's also going to be our trade of the week, I'd suggest. Did anybody else get 50 points on that one? Did anybody else get 50 points? I think there was somebody else that got 50 points. Who else got 50 points, guys, on that one? Adam. Right, so you guys don't officially start it to July, guys, but we are going to have a trade of the week. You guys are going to get the trade of the week. Okay, so that will be Adam and Breezy. You guys are going to be sharing. So Adam and Breezy, you guys are going to be sharing the YouTube glory for this one. Christian, how are you, mate? I hope you're fantastic. I hope you're fantastic. Oh, now I can't hear you, but
I believe you can hear me now, right? No?
Oh, yes, loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Hi, guys.
We were
girls.
just
How
having
was the session?
You guys tell Christian. I'm not going to tell him. You guys tell him how what's the session. So we had, so I'm waiting for someone to say amazing. There you go. Suzanne said amazing, man. So we had a blinder. We had a blinder. What I love about the TTP sessions, mate, is they're on YouTube. That's what I like about this. So no one can turn around and say, you didn't call that. You didn't call that trade. Breezy and Adam picked up a 50-point trade, right? A 50-point static bar reversal, which was just divine. A number of people got skipped. A number of people also got ATM'd on it. So, mate, look, we got that one there. That's our trade of the day. That'll be our trade of the week. So Breezy and Adam are going to be our traders of the week for this one. Mate, we got a short off here. We got a short here. We got a short here. We got a long here. In fact, we got double longs here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are a couple of other deltas like that delta V3 that I said, if you want a delta, go nuts. I'm not going to call that as a called trade. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So mate, 6 from 6. And we tried to get in on this one here, right there. And in fact, you know what has just happened, guys? Look what's just happened. These guys are cruised up. They've given us a higher high, which means we could have short under there. So we missed a trade, right? So we missed a trade. The delta ran without us, which is a shame. So we should be 7 from 7 or 8 from 8, but we're currently 6 from 6, which I do believe is a reasonable achievement in the game of trading, considering the charts are live and there's nowhere to hide.
Amazing.
And that's
Amazing,
mate, that's
guys.
me done. That's me done for a Thursday. We've done really well.
That's really great. And as usual, very happy to hear that. We'll be waiting for all guys who will be in the trades of the week, rewards of the week. Let's see. I'm going to see the data tomorrow. Yeah, if you request a reward and it's processed until tomorrow, then I will see you there and I will mention you in our Instagram reels, right? When I do that. And also, guys.
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, also, guys, we will receive the invitations for success stories. So let's record some interviews together. From my side, just a quick reminder to everyone here. If you wanted to try CFDs from futures, we have a wonderful discount right now for 5K accounts. Check the website for more details. And as well, if any of you wanted to try trading stocks, especially on the news hype right now that the SpaceX IPO is tomorrow, you can try it together with the Trading Pit as we have stocks challenges as well. Check our website for more details. And on last, I want to say thank you very much, Lachlan, for hosting. Absolutely wonderful, fantastic as usual. And thank you everyone for joining. Absolutely lovely to see you all here. And we see each other next week, right?
Sounds great. So thank you, everybody. Again, guys, thank you to TTP. Thank you for having us on the World Wide Web. It's been awesome, mate. And yes, we'll see you next Thursday.
All right.
Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye, guys.